But
Adrian, you're born ready. Okay, so a little bit of a catch up from last session. Chaos. All right, no, but we started started the episode with you guys venturing further into the iceberg cave. After defeating the zombie beholder, you found a sanctum, a wizard sanctum, solved the really easy dragon puzzle outside, and as the door opened, Grildar was smacked in the face by a clay golem, and after a short but fierce battle, the golem was defeated, and you guys headed further into this wizard sanctum, finding several treasures, and also some notes and some letters. And swiftly, the group did a Sherlock and deduced that these letters are from a young god king, and perhaps his mother or someone related to him. I think it was Gwendef who said that it sounds like this may be the seer.
And then literally the next letter just spelled it out.
Yeah, spelled out that it was a seer. When's his sister? Did we not deduct that?
Sorry, what was that?
Didn't we not deduct it was his sister? Was that not spelled out?
No, you didn't
well?
deduct any of that. It was something to do with...
Apparently everyone except for Curtis deducted the whole thing.
Okay.
Then you figured out there was also another letter saying that the God King had found her next apprentice and had taken it. Her, them, he, whatever.
It's progressive. We're progressive. He can be or she can be what they want to be.
Exactly. But it also mentioned that this new apprentice was a half-elf. After that, you looted the room. Well, you looted the entire sanctum, even of its iron bars, and decided to leave, heading westward to Port Phobos. It was about 12 hours later.
Well, I would like to interject.
Oh, go ahead.
Before we left, Gwendolyn pointed out there is a black dragon coming for us. It might be better to stay in the cave. This was unanimously voted down, so we left the cave. Now, what happened at sea?
And can I just point out, I specifically said, I think we should stay away from the ship. As well.
It's a fair point, but I still feel like she'd just blown up the ships anyway.
But not with us on them.
Exactly.
Okay, so, and later on that night, with the stars shining bright, a nice clear night, still waters, things started to fall in the water around. In the crow's nest, somebody called out that things were falling from the sky, and Gwendef swiftly realised they were dwarven heads, some of them desiccated, some of them skulls, some of them fresh with mummified remains, dropping and bouncing across the deck. I believe actually, I think Makrar took some bludgeoning damage as one of them smacked him, and everyone tried to dive out the way, but you could see the silhouetted outline of the black dragon soaring in the sky above. As she tried to fly away, however, Xerxil decided to play his evil hand, and Xerxil called out to the dragon, help us defeat the God King, here is your sacrifice, we sacrifice the dwarf to you. Being the kind and benevolent GM I am, I allowed you to make a persuasion roll. However, you rolled a natural 20.
However.
Yes, and convinced the black dragon to come down and parley with you all. However, while down there, she revealed that, she was not going to betray the God King and that you would all shortly be dead. Because you are rebels to the Empire. That's when Xerxil said, now you'll die, bitch, and tried to cast a spell on her, which he heroically increased the DC to DC 35, but I just legendary resistance it. Why would I take that?
Why would you not, yeah.
Then chaos ensued as she tried to fight back. Initiative was rolled, and she went second after Grildar, and she cast time stop and used that spell to ignite barrels of gunpowder in the base of the ship, which blew up most of the crew, sent the ship's deck bulging outwards, exploding, and then the ship began to sink. There was a bit of a fight, but within a minute, Anna was dead. Arla was nowhere to be seen. George was drowning, and Xerxil would not give up the chase. Chased the dragon for like a full 30 seconds, basically shaking his angry little fists at it as it tried to flee. You bear in mind you had defeated its Archmage form that she took to walk around in, but the moment you dropped its hit points down to its actual body, was like, yeah, fuck this, I'm out, and decided to fly away into the night. Rescue happened on George, and Anna's body was retrieved. And it was revealed that Vivian cast banishment on Mimu just before the explosions went off, so that she was safe. People were dragged aboard, and then you all guys kind of sailed on. And as morning rose, as the sun rose and morning came too, you all had your conversations. Funerals were held for the dead crew, and Grildar said that to Gwendef, either you get off at the next port or I do, and that's where we ended the session. So
shit, I only try to convince him.
Missing details.
Okay, go ahead.
Which I find is very important. She actually tried to teleport away at one point. Chester Decker, the man who cannot fail a roll to save his life, counterspelled her teleporting away, so she went for another round.
It's so true, like... Now, I think, actually, thank you for reminding me that, because that was actually a highlight of that session. I was like, oh, she's got a teleport left, I'll use it. No, counterspell that teleport.
Fucking Chester Decker.
And we begin today's session as you are lounging on the deck of the Zephyr. Those of you who are injured, probably sleeping in hammocks below deck. Most of the crew solemn. Morale has dropped. In fact, one would say if you were to give it a score, it has dropped by 3 points. And
now we still don't know how high it goes, where it was
10.
Previously. Okay.
It was on 7.
Okay, that's a much better indicator than a score we don't know has dropped by a number that says nothing to it.
I know. See, Arne has control of the character sheet, so he can actually see like the morale quality of the crew and stuff. And also you can see the stats. Also, if you take a look at the Zephyr, Arne, I have added the crew's hit points. Because it turns out that that's one thing I forgot, that the crew's meant to have like a combined hit point pool as well. Oh, it's
at full health, right? No damage to that.
No. They're at full health now, but like... turns out I didn't. I added it to the token and not the not the sheet. Okay.
Are we all at full health?
No, currently you have not had a full rest. Your crew act as minions, so if they pass a saving throw, they just don't take any damage. That's why I rolled 32 d20s, and you actually, out of 32, 17 died.
Jesus Christ.
Well, we
Really
lost
average.
the ship that actually needs people to pilot it.
Yeah.
So...
Okay, everyone sees that Frank is on duty at the moment, just kind of walking up and down the deck with a telescope. Anna's body has been covered and gently reposed. And Vivian is being guarded by Darioso, who has the Seedbane sword out. And he's basically kind of like cornered her up against one of the balustrades. And you can see that she looks exhausted, but not sleeping, with this faint shimmering shadow on her shoulders.
She did punch a dragon.
Yeah, she did indeed. Clock a dragon around the jaw.
It's very impressive.
So, crew of the Zephyr, no longer crew of the Crunchy Spice. What are you all doing?
Sleeping.
Alright, so Zerxil has gone to sleep. I'm assuming you create a new nest or something.
Yeah, do we have a rowboat on this one?
I'm afraid not.
Somewhere then. Somewhere tucked away.
Roll an investigation check, see if you can find a nice little...
Nope.
Alright, as far as you know, there's like a bookshelf in the captain's quarters. It looks like a small cubby hole, if you wanted to take that.
Yep, that'll do.
Will it?
Yeah.
Will it though?
Yes, it will.
Will it though?
Last episode, I'm going to be at the wheel for some time. So
Okay. George does limp up after taking a small rest, and he goes, "Yar, Gildar, since drowning, my throat, little hoarse. You got the heading on this ship then? You're... Okay, I see you're a little taciturn, more taciturn than usual. Aha, I see. Well, would you care for some ale? The guys did grab a few barrels from the ocean. I'm giving free rations, as you know, on account and most of it dead, and they're like, okay, yeah, I'll get you a horn. And he returns shortly with a horn and just tries to hand it to you.
Yep, he just stands there for as long as he chooses to stand there, horn in hand.
Okay, so George drinks a bit and goes, yeah, let me know if you're up for conversating. And he just kind of walks off, slumps onto the companionway stairs, and just begins drinking both horns of ale. You know, all the crew are just kind of walking around with slumped shoulders. Most of them look like they've seen bad times, of course. You can hear some sobs. And that's about it.
We've upgraded to the party boat.
Yeah.
Alright, so Macro, what would you be doing?
Make sure the kids are alright, and then sleeping the rest of the time away, I reckon.
So, Mimu is a little bit, being of the way she is, you've always known she's been a bit of an empath. And you see that she's taking on the emotions of most of the crew. Occasionally you hear a sniffle. She curls up, goes to sleep, wakes up 10, 15 minutes later after having a bad dream. Fixer, however, is walking around scavenging. Picking through what's been dragged off of the port side with a knife. Just moving things around.
Right, as long as they're holding up pretty well, I'll doze as best as I can with Mimu.
Okay. Gwendef.
Oh, the same place where she was at the end of last session, just sitting in the front of the ship, just staring out to sea.
Alright, so at that point, George just does sit next to you, and he says, Gwendef, the dragon struck again then.
Yes.
You're blaming yourself?
Amongst things.
Well, you kinda should. I mean, the first time
Oh no, the first time was also mostly on me.
Well, I forgave you for that. I mean, it wasn't. It was in her evil nature. But, sorry, the throat.
No, I get that. You did get burned by the dragon I called over.
It's more the salt water in the old throat hole. But never mind. What I wanted to say is, you're definitely provoked this time, but I have ears. That little lizard, you know, the lizard folk, Xerxil, he did kind of invite Greenridge down onto the deck, did he not?
Yeah, but he did what I wanted to do. I provoked her because I wanted her to come, George. Just because he had the balls to do it and I didn't doesn't mean... No, I would have also liked to, try to turn her into a baby and drown her. I mean, that's not the method I would have chosen. It's really disgusting, actually. I did really uncomfortable. But I wanted to shoot her with my bow.
I mean, yeah, I want revenge for what she did to my original crew as much as you, but what you went about was not the right way. I mean, we're not fully prepared to fight a dragon of that caliber.
I didn't think she would come over, honestly. I thought she would, would take a bit more than 3 dragon heads to provoke her.
I mean, we've established that she is the last of her kind, so it would make sense that sending her baby dragon heads would be a bit of a sore spot, don't you think?
Well, I did want her to leave Mokhul, so I did accomplish what I set out to do.
Yeah, and in the process, she desecrated your elders, did she not?
Yeah, but that's barely even an issue, because religiously we just, whack our spirits out of their skulls into earth and get done with it.
I judge you not, Gwenda, for what religion you decide to follow. But, Grildar taking this pretty hard. He kinda looks soulless. I mean, I see that he's a military man, and his men are everything to him. I believe that's the way he acts, correct? He is a captain, general, he feels the loss of his men keenly, and I think he mainly blames you for that.
Oh no, I've noticed. You told me.
Yeah. Well, I did. Drowning. I didn't quite understand or hear.
Oh no, I didn't want to be snappy with you.
No. But I'm alive, and I got you to thank for that.
I think Chester did that actually.
Did he?
Yeah, I was shooting the dragon.
He looks over at Chester, who's just passed out on the floor on the deck asleep, and he goes, I guess he has something to write about now. I mean, Yeah,
he did actually fight the dragon now, so he can stop lying about that.
It doesn't ever seem to really struggle to find things to write about either way, to be fair.
I don't want you to leave, Gwendeth. You've become my best friend. I just...
Yeah, but George, just how many or more of your crews can I really kill?
You didn't kill him yourself.
No.
I mean, half of the crew, after your words, were ready to fight a dragon. They just didn't expect to fight it in the middle of the night. I think if we saw it coming and we were prepared, they would have given their lives willingly to try to kill something of the ilk.
Well, we did know she was coming, George.
What, in the dead of the night, dropping dwarven heads?
Well, no, but we know she was on her. We knew she was on her way.
Yeah, we weren't rightly prepared.
Well, no one's prepared for a dragon dive bombing dwarven heads onto a boat.
And we lost that harpoon with the funky adamantium head.
Yeah, we did. And 17 crew members.
We are, well, say, 18, including Anna.
Oh, she wasn't included in the 17?
Yeah.
What am I missing, Jeff?
We're missing Arlo. The new
I didn't
one.
include Arlo.
No,
He didn't actually want to fight the dragon. I just imagined he wanted to shoot it first.
He shrugs. Such is life, but I don't suppose we are stopping until Port Phobos, so you probably got a week or so left before you're forced upon land.
I will use that time to consider.
Yeah, yes, of course.
And thank you, George.
Here, have some ale.
I feel like I should be sober to learn. If I get drunk now, I don't.
He shrugs.
It hasn't helped in the past.
He puts the tin cup on the deck next to you.
I can't wait for Gwendeth's Wolf of Wall Street movement. It's like, I'm not fucking leaving! I'm not fucking going!
Okay, so, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It sounds weird, but can Grildar roll a D13?
A D13?
I know that sounds weird, but I miscounted my chart.
But how does a die with 13 sides work?
I think you could make one, right?
Yeah, that's weird.
Well, fuck, okay. Right, so later that day, everyone gets a long
dragon
rest.
attacks.
No, but all of you get your long rest. But awoken by Dariosa going, oi, 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 everyone awake, sails on the horizon. I don't know what's going on over there. And the girl dies, you walk up the deck. He slaps the spyglass into your hand, and you see pink sails on the horizon.
Well, I don't actually say well. I just look. What do I see?
Alright, so make
Just
a perception check with advantage.
How pink are we talking? Like a Barbie pink?
Yeah.
Or like
Vivid pink.
It's Pinkbeard the pirate.
That's it. Okay, so there's a banner flying behind the ship that's coming towards you at quite a speed. The banner streams out behind its stern, but you can't read what it says on the banner. However, you can see figures on this large, chunky ship. Like, it's coming at speed, but not as fast as you can move. But it's wide, more bulky, and to you, it looks like a mansion on a boat. You know, like a Chinese junk. Kind of like the kind of thick fortress ships. Like that. But it's got 5 rows of sails, all huge, and they're all bright pink. And in the crow's nest, you see the gleam of a spyglass looking at you, too.
That's the response.
Okay. And as the ship begins to approach, George is like, do we turn to shoot? They are hailing you. You do begin to hear some bells. And at that point, the rest of you can make perception checks. But with a straight roll.
Business as usual.
Oh, Macra.
One I think I've ever had.
Yeah, so Macra, you can see the titles of the ship streaming in the banner. I can't tell if Curtis is confused by what I've whispered him, or whether he's just confused in real life.
I was doing Macro's imitation of him.
And as it begins to get closer, we say several hundred feet, you begin to see small figures in petticoats, skirts, corsets, and a dozen different women and men all dressed in finery that one would only find in a whorehouse. As it approaches, you will see the banner streaming behind. In multiple languages, says the lusty crustacean. And as it begins to approach, the sails are unfurled, and a woman, a rather buxom woman, in powdered makeup, white curly wig. She has a fan on her and a gun over one shoulder, and she's in many layers of skirts that form a dome-like steeple around her legs, and she goes, "Hail there, boys and girls! I don't judge. And care to come aboard the lusty crustacean? How comes you ain't got no sails there, ladies and gents? Sailing on magic, are we? Well, you'll be sailing on magic if you come aboard." And the boat kind of comes up side by side and just... And you notice that automatically, Grilda, your ships begin to slow down.
I groan audibly and go below deck.
Come on board! And you see all of the crew are kind of peaked. They're like, a brothel ship? The hell?
I mean, that is a good business idea, I'll give you that.
You actually rolled it, like, on the random chart. But no, she goes, "I'm Madame Wenchworth. Any of you lads want to come on board?" And you see Kyrie comes up from below deck, looks around, reaches into her pocket. You hear the jingle of coins. "Yeah, I'll go ahead." And she looks towards George and then towards Grildar, and all the crew are.
I've already left at this point.
Okay. Well, they're like, okay, and they kind of hop aboard onto the brothel ship. Anyone else?
I feel like Gwendith is in mourning and would not go on a brothel ship.
Fair enough. Macra.
Yeah, he really wants to, but his kids are kind of still here.
Darioso goes to walk over to the plank that leads over, and Madame Wenchworth says, "Oh, Darioso, again?" She goes, "Oh, I've never seen you before in my life." And he looks really nervous as he rubs his hands together. She's like, "Oh, of course," and winks at him. "Come on board." And he kind of walks across the plank, nearly bowing it with his weight. Looks back and goes, I'll be back soon," and just walks over.
What's Vivian doing?
Vivian has recovered from her episode and is silently, with hawk eyes, watching Fixer and Mimu as they move about the ship. Mimu goes, Papa,
Yep.
what's a brothel?
Yeah, what is a brothel, Curtis?
Vixer leans in and goes, that's where Daddy goes when he's feeling stressed. And she goes, I don't get it.
You know what? I'm feeling stressed now. And I'll just
She says,
quick this conversation best I can.
If you don't tell me, I'll just read it from you.
You do you.
That's a low blow.
Mm.
Okay.
I've got no control of these kids. I can't wait till I can palm off to see you.
Can you make a wisdom saving throw? She's going to cast Read Thoughts.
Just horrible childcare in this party. Just one dude turns people into babies, the other one drowns them.
Since I've come back from dead, I've come back fucking crippled.
Yeah, so she then, her eyes go wide, she goes, oh, that's how babies are made.
She's only like 5. It's just fucking grim.
In Bugbear, that's like 12, 13.
Oh, yeah.
She just walks off and goes, oh, that Papa.
I'm not listening to him. I've already lost the shit. I'm already on the other shit.
Ooh. And she sits down, pulls paper out of her satchel and begins scribbling.
Oh, for God's sake. Especially becomes a fucking hentai artist.
She's part of DeviantArt now, it's too late.
Zerxil. So you can hear the stuff going on outside the cabin, of course.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Curiosity killed the lizard folk. Is that a thing? Well, I'll go over and see what's happening.
All right, so
maybe Zerxil can just put the God King hats we found onto a wall and, just have a go at it.
all right, so you walk out onto the ship and there is a huge ship opposite you, maybe twice the size of the one you're on, but kind of bulky, like in a shape that it shouldn't be able to float. And you see that there's a woman in way too much makeup standing on one edge of a plank with a bunch of what look like females and males dressed in all kinds of weird attire, flowing skirts, tight leggings. Some of them have weapons at their side, some of them have guns and pistols. And they're all speaking in a weird language and a dialect that's very peculiar.
What's going, Granddeath?
Well, the crew is really sad because, we got half of them killed, so they're all gonna, fuck some women now, and maybe that'll raise spirits.
Kyrie walks past and goes, and 2 men. And walks past you.
Well, whatever gets this boat to keep floating.
I think it's magic.
I've suspected that.
Okay, Zerxil, go look now.
Oh, and look who we have here, ice lizard folk. She goes, hello there. My name's Madame Wenchworth.
Don't talk down to Zerxil.
I am not talking down to you, fair sir. I'm welcoming you aboard.
Don't name other people's races, but your name's Xerxes. You talk down to him.
That was not my intention, dearest friend. I was simply stating that you are a rarity out here on the wide seas, that's all. Rarity makes you exotic. How can I please you?
Stop talking.
Indeed, we have...
He's just going to wander off.
Yeah, she's like, we have silent maidens, if that's what you... Oh, okay, he's going exploring. Fair enough. And she goes, Raphael, Chad, go chase him. And, you do get kind of, 2 half-elves kind of follow you for a while.
Alright, I'm just going to wander around.
So
see what's going on.
You see a lot of the crew have gone into private lodgings and small areas with pallet beds and stuff like that, and you can hear the moans and groans of ecstasy and the laughter and the drinks flowing. And they earn quite a lot of money and gold and silver from, of course, Gwendeth just giving it out like it's spare change. But you find...
I mean, if they would come up to her now, she would just give them more because she did just half kill everyone.
But you do find that it's only kind of like the upper deck, Zerxil, as you're walking around, that is free for the people to explore. You find a companionway trapdoor, locked. Then you find a door leading to the captain's cabin, locked.
Alright. Well, let's do a bit of exploration.
Is that I'm going to cast invisibility?
Nah, I'm just gonna wander. Just gonna wander freely, see what happens.
Yeah,
how does one pick a lock without pick locks? Is that a doable thing? Do you get disadvantage, or is it just not possible at all?
I would say not possible. However, if you come up with a creative way to try it, I may just allow
little tiny claws.
You could try that.
I will try that.
Roll sleight of hand, but with disadvantage.
11. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. It's a new day.
Okay, so you're using your mythic die to try to. Alright, so
because that seems like a useful way to do things.
You just keep using it till you succeed. Alright, are you done now? Is that enough of your mythic die?
I'm done. Yeah, why not?
Okay,
we got a long rest before
we did get a long rest. Yes. Alright, so with that, you do manage to basically not pick the lock with much dexterity, but more kind of break it.
That's fine.
No.
And the padlock falls off, and behind you, you hear the two half-elves snicker.
Go away.
Can we interest you in a guide?
No, Zuxel, no way going.
You seem completely determined to get below deck. We could guide you down there if you're that curious.
Zuxel just like to look around.
Well, you could have asked, and we probably would have unlocked it for you.
If you were a good host, you'd unlock anyway.
They laugh and go, but we wanted to see your skills.
No, you see other skills soon. Swings the door open.
Okay,
goes
so
down.
there's a set of spiral stairs that lead deeper into this fortress ship, and it turns out there's 3 levels. And on the second level, you see that there's walls that kind of like hollow walls that lead in between all the other walls that the rest of your crew are in. And the half-elves follow you. And you see that there's chests, cloths, quilts, cleaning materials, barrels of water, and also there seems to be what looks like a goblin cleaning the deck here. Ah! You're not allowed to be here!
Zuxel, go away, please.
No, you don't! This is my deck! Madame Wenchworth would kill me if she said that you're tracking all dirt in.
Not Zuxel problem.
Xerxium. They call me Gobby.
Hello, Gobby. You are Gobby.
Man, Gobby's Gobby.
You should tell these two to go away. They're annoying.
He looks up at them, and this goblin has like a pinched nose, wrinkles all over his face as if he's just a battered leather strip. And he's wearing a tricorn that's seen better days, and a set of studded leathers with some pantaloons that flare at the bottom. He's barefoot, slapping across the wet floor, and he goes, "Ah! Chad! No! Go, go, go! I show Xerxes around." And they nod, bow, and leave.
Alright. As he's interacting with them, I just want to walk off.
Oh, Gobby, come with you. Please.
Why does everyone always want to be with Zuxel?
Well, you are a random person in our ship.
You said come aboard, I come aboard.
Well, that's what people do when they come aboard a brothel ship. They come on board.
That's what I did.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
I'm just imagining every room has a dedicated board for this.
No.
Amazing.
I couldn't help it. He's a goblin, right? He's meant to be filthy. Anyway.
Nothing to do with you.
Well, bottom deck is warehouse. We store food. Second is ammunition, weapons. Scrolls. That way. Madame Wenchworth is a wizard.
Okay, why you tell me this?
You seem curious. You're going exploring and stuff. Gobby just want to help.
Everyone talks so much. I'll keep going.
Alright, so yeah, you come down to what looks like a wizard sanctum, in a kind of a cramped quarters, there is a hammock on one side, what looks like a teleportation circle painted into the deck, and a small library of books, a table that is screwed down to the deck, and so she does have a chest on one side. And as you approach, like, into the sanctum, Gobby says, "Don't go near chest! Madame's familiar."
It's a thing.
Uh-huh. Annoying thing.
Why are you annoying?
Why am I annoying?
I'll say to the chest.
And chest kind of just doesn't do anything. It looks like a chest.
Looks okay. It's not as annoying as you.
Well, I never. Look, I'm not going to let you walk around on your own.
Can I summon Spook to try and usher him out?
Alright, summon Spook and then make an intimidation check, I guess.
Alright.
Alright.
Pretty bad.
Well, we could say that Xerxil or Spook is, using their help action, really. So it's actually quite good.
Sure.
He goes, What? Ah! A ghost! Shit! Ah! And he kind of like goes, "Run, Xerxil, run!"
Yeah, I'm running. I go this way, you go that way.
He does. He just runs off and runs up the spiral staircase and he's screaming the Madame's name.
Good Spook. You go somewhere else now.
Alright, so you're in the sanctum by yourself, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm. Just gonna go poke the annoying thing, see if it is annoying.
Doesn't move.
Oh, that's annoying.
Does it open?
You go to open it and you hear, and there's like saliva all around the edges of the chest rim, and inside a tongue lolls out, and then some eyes open on the top of the chest, and you hear, it's got teeth.
Hello?
It's got teeth and a mouth.
Do you speak?
In fact, I do, quite, sir. You've woken me up from my slumber. I'm Matthew the Mimic.
Hello, Matthew. Xerxil.
Hello there, Xerxil. What are you doing in my Madame's chambers?
The thing said you were annoying. I wanted to see.
Oh, was that Gobby, the gobshite?
Yeah.
Well, fuck him. He is, indeed, annoying.
Yeah, fuck him.
I am an intelligent mimic, awakened by slumbering magics of archaic and ancient means. How can I help you, Xerxil? A book, perhaps, to peruse and
Maybe. I got something in Draconic.
Indeed we do. One moment. And from the other side of the room, 2 books fly out from the shelf and land on the table. Peruse at your leisure.
I'll go have a look.
Alright. So, one is the steamy romance novel called Entering the Gold Dragon. The next one is a book on war and strategy, but as seen from the point of view of a red dragonborn. It's a peculiar piece of work because it starts off like kind of like a journal.
Okay. I'll take that and read as I continue wandering around.
Okay. So the book's quite good. It turns out that this red dragonborn was part of the Blossom Empire in Days Yonder, when it was a grand empire, and before it was defeated and basically crushed by the Silver Crusade. And this is his journal of events of some of the battles that took place against Nefneria and her generals and stuff like that. But basically, it's a losing battle, and as the journal goes on and on and on, he explains that he's going to place this book in the libraries at Isle Capula and just retire.
Nice.
I doubt Rocket or Arne or Curtis have ever got any good enough memory to know who this is, but never mind. No, never mind. Anyway, the book is good. It's got some weird like stories and morals in it, but you know. And when you are walking around, the mimic says, Madame is not quite keen on that one. You are more than welcome to take it.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Come back anytime, Xerxil.
Anything else good here?
Not really. Not anything that I could tell you about, though.
Well, that just makes me want to know.
Haha. Ah, well, if the place wasn't so trapped, we could have a party.
Let's have party anywhere.
There's silence. He goes, I don't think I'm allowed.
It's okay. Xerxil says it's fine.
Fine. Okay. And the mimic gets out the best wine hidden in the cabinet. Can you make a constitution saving throw if you're drinking or partaking with the mimic?
Sure.
Just getting drunk with a mimic on a sex boat.
What else?
Alright, so it does take you a while, but both you and the mimic are thoroughly sloshed by the end of your drinking session, telling stories and stuff. Nothing great continues to happen. Alright, so anyone else want to...
Is this the big secret?
What, the wine?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. It's the most expensive brand, and I'm probably going to be desummoned for this.
It's worth it.
Ah, yes. I haven't been drunk in quite some time. Anyway, Xerxil, if you don't mind, I'm going to pass out. And if a chest could flop, it kind of flops.
Okay, I'll take this upstairs and go something.
Alright, so
Do that.
is there anything anyone else wants to do in the sex ship? The brothel ship?
I'll wait below deck until the crew's done. And I'll go grab a drink in the meantime.
Yeah, it takes several hours. Like, it does take like maybe 4 to 5 hours before all the crew begin walking back. And Madame Wenchworth is like, of course, come back again. Everyone come back again. No, hello. Yes, Kyrie, free at the same time, and one female? Oh, good on you, you raunchy girl. Sends her across the plank, and then she's like, of course, Darioso, you're welcome back anytime. Repeating customer, always welcome. Darioso's like, shut up, I'm Biddy. And he walks across. And the crew begin to file over, and the brothel ship says, before we leave, we do own a shop. We do sell supplies and magical arms and such before we move on. That's how we make most of our money.
Huh. I think you make it more from what you've just done there.
Pittance compared to the magical arms that I create.
Did you branch out from magical arm stealing into brothels, or from brothels into magical arm stealing?
Stealing? We don't steal.
Stealing!
No. It was kind of a happen chance, you know. We decided to create a brothel ship. And I just so happened to be able to create magical weapons.
Oh, that's fair.
I am a wizard of quite renown. And Chester's like, yes, Madam Wenchworth. Like, Chester's had a grand time, and he knows who she is. He says, look, do you wish to purchase any scrolls before I leave? No?
Do you have... Wait, can Frank cast Raise Dead? Right, he can.
No, he can cast a Revivify. It's not.
But that's too late for Anna, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have Raise Dead? Any revival spells?
Let me take a look. I'm actually clicking a random generator right now.
Oh.
Raise Dead? I'm afraid I do not. Why? Has someone dear to you died?
Well, this is... It's actually really weird that so many people from this boat went over to have sex because half of our crew died in a dragon attack just last night.
Have you ever been to a funeral, Deodor? Afterwards, everyone is making the planks squeak, so to speak. Death reminds us of our end, and it kind of forces people on the path to fucking.
I think we both had very different experiences with death.
Hmm.
Not macro, though, apparently.
Scrolls. I have a Cone of Cold, Illusionary Script, Blade Ward, Acid Arrow, Protection from Beasts. I have some Darkness, and my very best. And it says, for a small price of 2,000 gold pieces. That's 200 platinum for the mathematically challenged. A power word stun.
Well, I have 4 gold pieces, and the person that has all of our funds does not speak to me at the moment. So, Macra, do you want any of that?
No, the last one I bought turned out to be shit. Are any of them worthwhile?
Well, the last one that's really expensive seems, I guess, reasonable.
What does it do?
It stuns.
It stuns a foe.
Magra, you should have got protection from beasts. Can't believe you paid for that.
How much is this
kind of
turning
crosses over.
It was 200 platinum, Curtis.
Yeah, let's not do that one then. No, yeah, we're fine without any scrolls, thank you.
Okay. Yeah,
I've done him.
yeah, you've done me in. Well, that's fair enough then. Can I interest you in anything else? I do sell jewels, potions.
Did you buy jewels?
I might, depending on the jewels.
How much for these? He pulls his pants down.
She goes, my, Axel, I'd pay a fortune. Do you know how much lizard folk balls go on the black market?
He pulls his pants up.
Well, what have you got to sell then? Give me specifics. I'm not.
Oh, I have some ruby and diamond dust for sale. I have some diamonds. I have also some potions of superior healing.
Should we get some of them?
How much are they?
Superiors are like 750.
How much do they heal?
They're the big uns. Give me a second. They're the 84 plus 8.
What?
84 plus 8.
Okay, I thought 84 plus 8, and I was like, that doesn't sound like D&D potions.
But I do have this very rare potion indeed that I may be able to let go for 1,500 gold pieces.
Does it kill dragons?
No.
What does it do?
It's a very, very good healing potion.
Couldn't have bring someone back from the dead?
No, but it also ends blindness, deafness, and any diseases upon imbibation.
Ah, right, okay. I don't think we've quite got that liquid funds floating around, but if we see you dotted about in the future, maybe we'll take that off you.
Just for your interest, it's a potion of heal.
Just out of interest, when are you next planning to hit shore and where?
Okay, so let me tell you, we are currently heading east to Mokhul. We'll stop in the webway. We'll head round to Atlantia, to Bretonia, city of bridges, my hometown. And then Hitchester goes, aha, yeah, city of art, aha. And then he says, and then we do the circle back around at Poith, and then over to Port Phobos. It's a year-round journey.
How long till you will make it to... No, I don't want to go to any of those places, actually. Never mind.
Okay, good day. I'll take this potion of healing and disappear. Good luck to you all. And the lusty crustacean departs. And the crew seem to be well off. You can increase the morale by 1, Grildar.
Well, just 2 more fucking cents, we're back to pre-dragon attack levels.
Hey, that's what a day of partying and drink does. But by the way, just so you know, you're lucky that the crew aren't needed to sail because they are all very drunk. All right, and the day goes by without much more to happen.
We probably should have bought more supplies in terms of ship supplies off them. So I don't know how much we've actually got on here.
I think we had like.
Phobos?
I think we salvaged like a lot, and we had some carried over onto this boat.
Right. Okay. Sound.
Okay, so it's the next day when, if anyone wants to do anything before we continue on to the next day.
Let me just roll to sob. Not much sobbing going on, just more, quiet. Disappointed in oneself.
Mm. At some point during the night, Xerxil, you feel kind of like a lurch, and Darioso's like, "Come on, Xerxil, I'll put you to bed." And he leaves a jug of water next to the bookcase that he puts you in. However, the next day, right. So the crew are a bit excited round about breakfast the next day, and all of you are on deck to see the crew netting something in the sea.
Netting something. Okay.
Yeah, they're throwing nets over and trying to catch it. And they're like, "Get it! No, you get it!" And then Darioso's like, "Right, you fuckers, I want it. It's mine." And he's trying to grab it, and he leans over the balustrade, and several of the pirates have hold of a leg each, and they're lowering him down. And then he goes, I got it, drag me up! And you see them drag him up, and in his arms, he has a giant bottle. It's easily 5 foot tall, circumference of about 3 foot, and inside seems to be a giant scroll. And he's like, quick, and he rolls it to the deck. And they all seem kind of suspicious of it.
Oh, okay. Fine, I'll do it.
Alright, so
I'll go have a look.
can you make an athletics check? And Darioso will try to help you.
Probably not, but hey.
Yep, you and Darioso manage to uncork this huge bottle and begin unraveling this letter, this scroll. It's about it's a very big letter, and there's something written on it. Do you know giant?
No.
You don't know what it says?
Let me check Chester, though I think Chester is very much language challenged.
Let me
Come
check.
on. Chester speaks. Yeah, he does not speak giant. He also does not have comprehend languages, I think.
Oh, wow. Turns out fucking Darioso can speak giant. I never knew that.
Well, he's a pretty large man, isn't he?
I don't know, he knows common dwarvish and giant. I don't know why
I would recognize the runes, right? Because it's
Yeah.
the same runes as dwarvish.
So, yeah,
So I
yeah.
probably know enough to know that it is giant, even if I can't read it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's why I mentioned.
Yeah.
That's why, it's very easy for dwarves to recognize Elvish, giant, and I think there's another language all based on dwarvish runes. So, yeah.
Right, anyone read giant?
Kinda. Been a while.
Come on then.
Right, so I get it, but do you really want to know what it says? I mean, it's not important.
Yeah.
Alright, okay, so no, what I'm saying, Gildo, is that you're in a mood, right? I don't think you want to hear
Read it out.
Alright, roses are red, violets are blue. I'm using my hand and thinking of you.
Sure, that's all rhymes and giants.
I just shrug and kick the ball.
It kind of rolls across the deck. It's huge. And then he goes, I was really excited about this.
The bottle or the poem?
Well, what would be on the, normally it's treasure or something.
You can treasure this moment.
That's an awful bit of glass to just waste by throwing it in the water.
He shrugs. Okay, can I get a D13 from Xerxil? No, a D12 now, sorry.
Because the message in the bottle's gone. Message.
I just imagine.
Stop rolling these pointless ones! So, halfway through the rest of the day, near the evening, a small rowboat seemingly appears next to you. The one of cruise up, and you can all hear the bickering of two people. And as you all look over the deck, it looks like a husband and wife, and the wife seems to be having a go at him. And he looks up, and he's got like these big mutton chops, a bald head, kind of tanned, and he looks like he's got a small sail for his rowboat and some oars. And he just goes, "Excuse me, I don't suppose you guys know the direction for Owani Port?" She's like, "You better have a better attitude. They're not going to answer you."
No, but if you want to get away from her, we're looking for more people now.
"Oh, are you?" And she goes, "How dare you?" And she begins like flailing at him, and he's like, "Oh, I regret the day I married you." And she's like, "Oh."
I think you should make up, because before you know it, all of you could be dead due to a dragon-based attack.
There's a dragon nearby?
Well, not anymore. It already killed half the crew.
Ah.
George, do you know whether... I just called George over so he can give them directions to Avani Port.
That's okay. He goes, "Thank you." That's literally what you rolled. What the fuck? I need to stop using random generators.
Does the sea feel like you could traverse it on a rowboat?
No, not at all.
Maybe we just like send away powerful face or something. Like, maybe you should have asked them to kill the God King. I don't know.
And they anyway. So thank you for your directions, and begin rowing in a different direction towards Owani Port.
Are they gonna die, George?
Yeah, I'm not sure. But I just thought I'd let you all know that we'll be making a stop soon.
Do we need to? Do we want to?
I want to.
I guess you do deserve that. Where are we making a stop?
Yeah, my business.
Yeah, but Grilla has to direct the boat there.
Yeah, and I told to Grildar. Okay, and Grildar, George approaches you and goes, "Well, yeah, we're going to be approaching an island, a rocky island, normally shrouded in fog. Do you mind if I exit said boat for a couple of hours?"
Do you need us to wait?
"Yes, please."
How many hours?
You're exactly 1.
What will you be doing?
Visiting an old friend.
Should we expect trouble?
No.
Off you go then.
Okay, so an hour or two later, you approach this rocky island shrouded in fog, and he leaps from the boat into the kind of like the shallow waters that surround it, disappears onto the island. While he's gone for the hour, is there anything anyone wants to do?
If you say this little island is shrouded in fog, we did find it, so there must be some parts of it we can see. What does this island look like?
It's probably a kilometre square. It's got a bit of jungle in the centre. Fog rolls out of this jungle, kind of shrouding the beach.
Yeah, I got nothing on this island, and I feel like George has earned his privacy, so I'm not gonna pry.
Anyone else?
Just let George crack on for a bit. Is it how big is it from what we can see?
Like a kilometre square, but it's shaped more like a bean.
Alright, I'll just go the opposite way of George then. I'll just do some exploring, stretch my legs.
Are you going to get on the island?
Exploring is always good.
Yeah, I was wondering why you weren't snooping. That seems like your thing.
Oh, I'm going.
Oh yeah, I'll bring Xerxil with me. I'll just like galloping up behind me. He's
Okay.
just he runs dead far up the beach and then runs back and then behind me. Runs splashing back up the beach. And then
if you're going exploring, you can make investigation checks, or one of you can make with advantage.
What can we find? What are we gonna get?
Nice.
I'm just too busy enjoying watching Xerxel running all back and forth.
Right, Xerxel, are you making a check?
Oh, I thought we was advantaging.
Oh, well, fair enough. So both of you can see George's footprints heading off into the jungle, but you guys find what looks like remains of like a whale that had washed up. Just big bones, kind of like the Leviathan's ribcage juts out of like it's sand where it's buried in. Some 60 foot long. And you can see there's chunks of old meat kind of like buried in the sand, and as you approach, flies buzz and fly away from it.
You think it's still good?
Probably not now.
Are you sure?
Have a nibble.
Okay. I'll do that.
Alright, roll a constitution saving throw. Yeah? It depends. Does Xerxel love that kind of rotten meat taste? You know, like there is that specific type of meat that just rot. Like you're not going to get sick from this, but
I can't see him having an aversion to it. I'm
No.
pretty sure he's eaten a few carcasses in his time, if not probably, along with crunchy spice and the like.
Munched out a few rotten out prolapsed anus in his day.
Let's just say he doesn't come from a agriculture society, so.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
what you do taste is amazing. However, it is seasoned with maggots, and that is just perfect.
That does sound like you would enjoy that.
Maggots have been feasting on dead flesh. Big fan.
I wish I had a name readily to hand for maggots.
Bubblegum, I don't know.
Squishy chew.
Anyway, George does. Both Mackerel and Zetzel sees George come out of the jungle line with it. He's holding hands with somebody,
George of the jungle.
and it's fucking freezing. What's going on? Never mind. I'll go check the door in a minute.
It's
Anyway,
winter.
Probably it's fucking freezing.
yeah, I just fucking got this major draft come through. Anyway, George is holding hands with what looks like a tall elvish woman. However,
So that's his type.
and he kisses her, and she hands him over what looks like a bag, like a satchel, and then he shoulders it, kisses her again, and then walks down the beach. And then he notices you guys and says, "Yeah, I didn't expect you to come." He looks behind to look at the female who's disappeared.
We just have some food. Do you want some? It's good.
He hands up the satchel and goes, "I got us all supplies."
I keep this one.
He nods. When George comes back aboard, swimming and then climbing up the net just behind you guys, he walks onto the deck and upends the bag of holding, and food, spices, bottles of wine, tools, scrolls, potions all fall out. And then he just points at it. Relda. Yeah. And he puts something into your palm.
Have a look.
Okay, so it's a diamond. He says, "My friend, said that this might help when we get to where we're going to help her." And he points towards the corpse of Anna, who's now kind of tied up in in wrappings. She said she saw what she's got, and points towards the pile of stuff he upended. Spices, meats, not the particular meats we're used to. They're more like toad and snake.
Right, well, if it's edible.
I feel like Xerxel is used to toad and snake.
Delicacy?
and he begins to get the crew to pack it. And that night they have a bit of not like a feast, but it's better than the food that was had because it was all like created food. It was bland.
Mm-hmm.
Does this boost crew morale?
Sorry, no, it doesn't boost morale. But however, you all do have a delicious meal that night: salted fish, roasted snake, and also fine elvish wine.
And whale carcass.
You sit in the corner, blood and maggots all around your jaw as you're eating. Everyone seems to be having quite a good time and joking. It's been a few days now.
So when George came back, the look on his face, was this the look of someone who is just parting with his beloved again? Was it the look of someone who just visited his mom?
You know there's a role for that, right?
Yeah.
Make me an insight check.
This is the question I'm asking. I was waiting for you to ask me to make the check. Okay. It's a 14.
Give me a second.
The fact you have -1 wisdom makes me want just to die.
That's the fact that makes you want to die.
Yeah.
I'm not the barbarian who goes down every fight.
Throwback to Lars's rogue that had a -2 in wisdom and no dark vision.
The rogue that could not succeed on the saving throw we needed.
I think you could just stop there. The rogue that could not.
Who called his fucking horse Rainbow Dash.
New fucking best-selling kids book. The rogue that could not.
Mm-hmm.
Who just killed the mayor of a town.
There you go, Grandeth.
Ooh. I didn't know what to do with this information, but now I know.
yeah. And
I kind of get the appeal of gossiping now.
Yeah.
I might join the women on the market square on Sunday, and you know.
Grildar, he approaches you and says, all right, we can go.
I nod, and we go.
Mm-hmm. And another day goes by. Pretty uneventful. The seas begin to churn slightly as you begin to head past the Soulpack Bay. In the distance, you can see what's known as the Soul Tower, a huge monolith that, despite you not being able to see land, rises high and pierces the clouds, so you can actually see it, even though it's probably 100 miles to the northeast. And it lets out a ring of cloud which spirals up into the sky, and all of the crew just stand there and watch it for a while as you sail on by. That's early morning, and by that evening you are sailing through Artenian waters, and Artenian waters have this telltale green tinge to them, and they tend to be shallower than the most of the kind of Mokhul waters, the Wetway and the Port Phobos waters. And halfway through the evening, let me read this. There is a swarm of flumps, sea flumps, which surrounds the ship. They're like small pink octopoid-like creatures, and all of the crew are kind of like marveling at their multiple neon colours, all flashing and letting off jets of what looks like oil all around the ship as the ship parts it.
Flumps, they're called.
Sea flumps.
Yeah.
Is
Flumps
this a
are cute.
D&D thing, or is this a real thing?
It's a D&D thing.
Flumps are cute.
Yep.
Yeah.
Genuinely, they are a D&D thing. Like, Google them.
Flump.
Have you never seen a flump before?
Oh, those things.
Exactly, those things.
The flying spaghetti monster.
Yeah, but these are more like octopoid-looking ones. They're sea flumps.
We both know what they're based on.
Yeah. And
That's cute.
anyone want to do anything here? Or are you just going to pass this by?
Well, I'm a ranger. Are flumps a delicacy?
I was just asking, George, these taste good.
No, never tried. And what was that, Zertsil?
Are they edible?
You don't know?
Gwendeth apparently
Find
doesn't either, but at this point it does not surprise me that Gwendeth does not know ranger things.
Alright, and I'm assuming behind Gwenda, as you're trying to figure out whether they're edible, I'm assuming you leap off the boat. That's all.
If they're in the water, yeah.
Yeah, they're in the water. Alright, can you make me an attack roll? Just a general attack roll, see if you can catch one. Alright, so what you notice, that's fine, what you notice is you're swimming around in the water is that they make the water weird. Xerxil, very strange. Like, it feels like you're swimming through butter as you're trying to get at one. But then you manage to grab one, and then as you grab to the side of the ship, you can't kind of grip onto it. And at that moment, because of the dexterity saving throw, you manage to grab onto a net, and as you have it in one hand, it just... And all of this pink and black liquid is just spraying all over you as it squirts it at you.
Alright.
Nobody else turned on.
And it's making this weird meep meep sound.
Yeah. I'll try and get my claws in it and skewer it.
Yeah. I mean, it's got AC 8. I'm pretty sure you're going to hit.
Cool. Yeah, I don't know why I rolled a dexterity saving throw. It's supposed to just be a dex check.
Which is fine. Yeah, you managed to grab one. And also, can you make an Arcana check? Alright, let me whisper you something, Xerxil. I might have spelled that wrong, but you'll get it. I spelled that totally wrong.
Huh. Interesting. I'll eat it.
After I told you that!
Yep.
Alright, make a Constitution save for it. Let's just say that you're gonna get some major stomach pain, but at least it's oiled. And it will come straight out.
Cool. Prepare for that projectile shitting lizard then.
Yep. But yeah, they taste like sherbet.
So we just witnessed a magical moment as these creatures were swarming around the boat, and then saw Xerxil get one out. It puked ink on him, then he ate it and threw it back up, yeah?
He kind of, yeah. It didn't puke it all back up, but then it depends if he's... Yeah, it depends if he's like a dog, where he'd eat the puke again, or I don't know.
I wouldn't put it past him. I'll come back on the ship.
Yeah. And the flumps.
And then I will sit like a dog, rear hanging over the ship, shitting merrily.
It comes out in a multicolored rainbow unicorn-like spray, you know, just like it would when you kill a flump. And the magical moment passes with the entire crew now not looking at the sea of flumps, now just staring wide-eyed, mouth agape at this lizard folk with his ass hanging over the balustrade, shitting rainbow shit.
Now, does Xerxil shitting improve crew morale?
No, but it does also stain the side of the ship a weird glittery rainbow colour. And in the back of your head, you hear Zephyr, Grildo, go, "There seems to be a miscreant shitting on me."
It would appear so.
It's like a highlight in my hair, I guess.
Horrible.
If you want, I can... Well, I guess dip you a bit.
But does it...
I can make her like sink into the water a bit more, right?
Yeah, you can make her actually go down to water level. Yeah, but like he's done it like so much that it's like down. It's like 3 or 4 foot wide in a cone down the side of the ship. So you could wash it, but you're never gonna get rid of the full top
So
bit.
I could probably use the bidet treatment right now. So take us down.
Yeah, I'll just, without warning, a little bit faster than is comfortable, start dropping the ship down into the water.
All right, so the ship's and all the crew are like, whoa, oh, and then waves kicking up, and yeah, it managed to clean most of it off, but there's still this faint kind of line as if flump fecal matter just stains.
The session has gone to a weird place.
I'm rolling on random tables. It's I like it, to be honest. All right.
What? The shit stains on the boat.
Sorry, Godolph, go ahead.
Is the ship repairable by my special mend stuff?
Your ship isn't damaged.
Well, not yet.
Oh.
What I'm asking is, if I destroy it slightly, can I then fix it?
Oh, I guess so.
Okay. I'll try doing that first by just taking a small chip out of the deck or something and seeing if I can put it back. And if successful, I'll just cathartically stand on the side of the ship where Circle has shot over the side, 4-started the ship until all the bits where the shit on have flown off, and then mend it back.
What craziness is this? Yes, of course. You managed that. Okay, and we'll get Adrian. Can you roll me a d10?
See, I'm gonna prove to all of you how superior I am at rolling random events. A 4.
I mean... Alright, so on the next morning, there's a call when George goes, you better all get up on deck!
Oh, fuck's sake.
And me probably being up on deck already, since I always get up like 4 hours earlier than everyone else.
Yeah. You've already seen it.
George, for fuck's sake, you not shout like that.
And he just points to the stern, and beyond the stern on the horizon, you see a familiar black sails. Yar, that'd be the Reaper.
Brenda, also on ship because she has not been drinking, so she also gets up rather early. What's the Reaper, George?
Yar, you know the ship we saw, the brig?
Oh, the giant, mostly cannons ship.
Yar, he's coming quicker than he was last time. He's dropped low to catch us. And you can see from here that the ship is moving a lot faster than you remember. And then
Is it moving faster than us?
Well, that's the thing. No, George says it's been following us, I think, but what do we do? We're being followed. These kind of chases can last days, but it ain't good.
Outmaneuver the fuckers. We don't have to worry about hitting no wind. They do.
That's exactly what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try and sail away from the area where the wind seems to be. So if I see an area that's looks like it's going to be dead in the water, I'm going to go there.
All right, nice. All right, so that's a good idea. And as you begin to sail, Zephyr or command Zephyr into a position where the wind would be against the Reaper, and it had to do what you used to do, have to zigzag. You will hear as they begin sounding the war drums on their ship.
Yeah.
The ship's probably several miles out now, but even from here, Grilda, you're looking and you see with horror what begins to happen. George goes, well, you're shit. And you see long sticks, hundreds of them appear at the base of the ship.
Yeah, I figured they would get that.
And they hit the water, and you hear and the ship begins to jet through the water.
Why don't we have war beat drums? They sound ace. Have we figured out a way to stop us getting scribed on as well? Because surely the God King just knows where we are all the time. Is there a way we can stop that from happening?
It's expensive.
Maybe the seer can sort us out then. What do you reckon? Can we still get away from him, even with the oars out?
Well, they get tired, right? And we just float.
And then, about maybe 600, 700 foot behind the stern, Grilda, there's a whoop, and then the sound comes a minute later, a second later. There's like a plop in the water.
What does it seem like it was?
You can
Those
make
cannonballs hitting.
You can make an intelligence check, and I will do for George as well. Alright. Yeah, they got howitzers, like mortars.
Okay.
This is all very suboptimal.
What do I know about seafaring techniques and outmaneuvering a ship?
Okay, with that intelligence check, you know pretty much that once a ship, it's like a siege. Once this chase happens, if they're matched, even to be fair, even if one is faster, it's more like a siege. You have to outlast them, or position yourself in a favourable maneuvered position. When it comes to fighting something bigger than you like this, normally you should just run or outpace it. But however, it looks like they've got several hundred slave-powered oars, and they are moving very fast.
And how long do I think they will last on the oars? Because we have... Zephyr has infinite stamina, right?
It depends on what the stock of the slaves. If they're made for sailing, it could be several hours. If they're not made for sailing, it could be as little as an hour before they're exhausted.
So just have to dodge mortars for an hour.
Yep. And then seconds later, and a mortar lands probably about 400 feet.
Yeah.
I understand.
I'll tell everyone to brace.
Yeah, the crew begin loading weapons. The gunners begin loading flintlocks and sticking them in bandoliers.
Yeah, no, I'm telling everyone to brace, not to get ready. I'm telling everyone just to brace.
I mean, they might as well get ready. They're not doing anything to steal the ship.
Well, they need to.
Yeah, and they all begin grabbing netting, grabbing parts. And Darioso's like, what's this?
And as soon as everyone looks like they're somewhat in a place where they're not going to fly overboard, I'll do what the sheet says and just make a 90-degree turn.
Oh, yeah, so you go, and immediately, basically, it's kind of a wide spin, and then you begin sliding slightly, and you're going to head towards...
Drift the ship, yeah.
Yeah.
Drifting the ship.
You're drifting ship, but where are you going? Northward? Southward?
Do we have a representation of where we are or something?
Yeah, northward would be towards land. You are currently over here.
Yeah, let's do towards land, that's fine.
So heading towards the Artelian coast.
Got it, Lance, yeah.
You notice that the ship, it takes a full maybe 20 minutes before you hear anything from the other ship, but then you hear again as the thing begins chasing you. The sails disappear for 15 minutes, but then reappear on the horizon.
How far away is land at this point?
About 80 miles.
Estimate time, 6 miles an hour, 3 hours, right? Okay.
Wait, let me take a look.
Yeah, it's 6 miles per hour on the Zephyr.
Yeah. So, yeah, it can do 140 per day, so it's going to take you half a day, really, to get to land. Are you going to head towards land?
Yeah, but probably like whenever they seem to be homing in on a course again, because it's much more of a pain in the ass for them to turn than it is for us. I'll keep turning and twisting that way.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, just keep turning like if you turn left again now to go back along the coast.
All right. Give me 1 second. Let me sort this out. We're going to go over to the first thing that we are going to is going to go over to a map, because Grilda, you notice that in the sky, perhaps about 200 feet, there are small figures flying through the air, and they're getting closer. They're faster than the ship.
All right, and what do they look like exactly?
Alright, can everyone make a perception check?
Oh, yes.
I'll use the spyglass if I need.
Yeah, you can use the spyglass.
Is it a plane?
Oh, look at us being perceptive for once.
It's fucking Xerxil. Alright, fuck me, the entire team. Alright, so all of you notice they are Inquisitors. However, Kyrie then begins to point out, who is previously a Inquisitor of the Cat, points out, they're Eagle Inquisitors. They go through a polymorph to become what they are. We're in trouble. And they're flying in a tight V formation, like birds do.
Yeah.
How many of them are there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them.
Well, once they get into longbow range, Gwyneth is gonna start shooting.
Alright.
Ready, scorpions.
Yeah.
Ready, scorpion.
And I'll try, I don't know if Zephyr is capable, but I'll try and like lean the boat towards them, I guess away from them, so that the scorpions are pointed more up in their direction.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, that is actually nearly physically impossible for her to do because of the way they're built into the second level. Like the shutters open, and then they fire out shutters.
Yeah, but what I mean is, like, if the ship, like, normally the ship's like this, right?
Yeah.
And then they just go, lean over a bit.
That's some incredible maneuvering. Alright, I'm gonna move
That's
you
why I
up.
asked if she's capable.
She's not.
Oh.
And I need initiative from everyone.
I always knew it would end like this. I was against the Birdman.
Oh, I need a
Just so you know, they're Gwendeth, they kind of like fly over the ship directly at the top, then dive bomb. And so you are going to get a round where probably only you could shoot.
I would hope there's a couple of rounds where we can take shots at them before they get here.
Yeah, they're going to drop into a 600-foot range on their first turn.
600-foot range. I have a range of 600 feet, so I can shoot them.
Yep.
Twice once they do that.
Okay. Right, so... Right, at that moment, their captain, differentiated by his golden breastplate, dives into range. And takes the dash action, drops 200 feet from the sky. Xerxil,
How far away did you say?
400 feet in the air.
Yeah, I would have positioned the ship to be sideways to them, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So they're approaching on our flank.
So what
Like that?
Yeah, pretty much where they'll be coming in this this angle.
Yeah.
So these are 600 feet away, this one's 400 away, yeah?
Yeah, the front one is 400. So Xerxil.
How fast have they approached?
Uh,
What kind of speed per round?
100.
Okay. Wait. Dodge.
Alright, so you're going to dodge. Alright, Frank runs below.
So far, we'll fire 4 scorpions at him.
What range do the scorpions have?
480 disadvantage.
Yeah. He swerves right, left. All of them missing.
Mm-hmm.
12, 10, 13, 14. Yeah, I'm afraid they all miss. That last one would have been a devastating hit, actually, if it actually hit. Yeah. And he just... And you see that he's spinning.
Did it scare the rest a bit?
Kind of, but they all look like they're experts. Kind of like they might be stepping on the wind. Grildo, you do get your action. If you want to do anything else.
Nope. I'll try and keep the ship moving in such a way that it's kind of arcing around them.
Yeah.
But not getting too close to the other ship, obviously.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'll dodge for now.
Yeah, the other group move and begin diving.
I would be, of course, at the helm, so I'm just going to move myself there.
Yeah, move yourself into any position that you thought you might be. Gwendeth.
I would be here, and I'm going to shoot the big Leah-looking dude.
Alright, cool.
So are they completely overhead now, yeah?
Yeah, like 400 feet. Looks like they're using a falling speed, so they'll be there next turn.
Yeah, but what I meant is that they fly to basically 0 feet away from us, but just above us, and then are dropping down.
Yeah. They are, in their current position, though, they are kind of like arcing downwards.
Okay.
So I'm gonna mark this dude as my Slayer's Prey as my bonus action.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shoot walloping arrows at him.
Oh, finally, they come in handy. Shit!
Oh, that's misses. 23.
23 is a hit.
And he has to make a saving throw now.
Do you remember which one it was?
Well, let me see if I... I don't actually have them on my sheet, so no, we have to look up what walloping arrows actually do now.
He's just gonna fall in the water, isn't he?
Macron dives in after him and drowns him.
Walloping.
You need to be a
ammunition.
baby.
I have a feel like it's strength.
DC 10 strength. I'll be knocked prone.
Alright.
10?
Yeah.
And they rolled a 9.
Oh, that's the leader! Down for the count. Look at me go.
Alright, so the arrow strikes into his breastplate, boof, and he just goes, his wings, golden feathers burst out from him as he goes, and just begins to fall. Next round he will probably hit the water.
And I end my turn. Job well done.
How high do you have to be falling before the impact of the water starts hurting?
Well, the problem is, it
10
says...
feet?
Yeah, not very far.
No,
Unless you're angled like quite well in a dive.
See,
it's probably
From
not
this height, it would be like hitting concrete.
yeah, but
Yeah.
wait, right. So I need to work this out, first of all, because... Right, so they've used the falling rules to get down to you quicker, and they're going to buff it themselves. Because they've been falling for one turn, next turn he falls 500 feet and just hits the water.
Ouch.
I think
But-
he'd rather be dead.
But he does... I know the monk ability takes half damage from falling, but I don't think that's going to do it. It might. 20d6 half is still...
It's gonna be awesome if Gwen is just like.
Alright, so... Macra.
I ready an action to grapple if anything comes in within my range.
Alright.
Of grappling.
Chester. Does Chester want to do it?
Oh yeah, I am still Chester.
Yeah.
I don't think Chester has anything at this distance. Let me quickly go through his insane spells. 60 feet, 30 feet, 60 feet. I guess he gives Grildar some bad advice. Grildar, steer the ship faster! They'll get us! And I'll mark Bardic Inspiration as used.
Okay.
But other than that, I don't think he has any ability with the range to actually do anything, so no.
Okay, so he just takes the action to cower and dodge, guess. Wave Cleaver, yo! Gunners! And points towards the two guys with the pistols. He goes, yo! Aim at them! And they do. The two gunners turn around, and just as the Inquisitor begins to fall, do you want to do the honours, Gwendef? Roll me 20d6.
Oh, amazing. I was waiting so hard for just a moment to appear to use this ammunition that you would not expect.
Yeah, I didn't know you had him. I forgot. Holy shit! Right, halved, but still. Alright, and he hits the water with a deafening crack. Right, and then bursts out of the water, lands on deck, and he sees claws on the ground, and he just turns, leaps towards Xerxil, and goes for 2 attacks.
What the fuck?
Can you make a Constitution saving throw for the first one, as it hits you for 13 damage? You are stunned.
At what point do I get a reaction to take it?
Now you do get a reaction if you want us to take it.
In Soviet Russia, bird hunts you.
Did you want to use some mythic die on that Conseil?
No, fuck it. I'm just gonna burn him.
Oh, he died.
Alright. Alright.
No, it's combat me.
Yeah, now it's combat music as he gets on.
How much damage?
You take a total of 13 piercing damage and are stunned from his claws. And then he tries to make the save. Fails, so takes 21 Fuck, he dies. Just as he is stunned and he goes for a second and then he falls to the deck. Well, shit. Xerxil, you're
Ooh.
stunned until the end of your turn.
I get some temporary HP. I assume my brain still works.
Are you going to try to organise Spook?
Yeah.
Okay.
The others haven't come down yet, have they?
No.
Oh, they will.
Yeah, I'll
Is
just
there a
prep
rule about
Spook
that?
to attack when they if they get in range
Okay.
to defend me.
But stunned, I thought it meant like you're like concussed almost, like you just been punched dead hard in the face. Like I don't think you'd be able to order around your ghosty boy.
What does it take to order around the ghost?
It's a bonus action, right?
Yeah.
To attack, for him to attack.
Hold on.
Yeah. It says you're incapacitated, basically.
So you wouldn't have a bonus action.
You can't take actions or reactions. You can take a bonus action.
Fair enough.
Oh.
Holy shit.
We need to know the order of how it works then. When does his stun go off?
Well, when you're hit. Oh, and it ends on the initiative count 22.
I'm just wondering because I take damage, react, and he burns. Does it go off at the same time? Does one not go off?
Oh,
Does the
fuck.
other go
I've
off?
killed him. We'll just say he died. I killed him. Let's just say, like, "Tah!" And then, yeah. I mean, the reaction could technically go first. I don't know. Whatever. We'll just say it worked for now. Alright. I guess that's the end of your turn?
Yep.
Oh, Frank has ran below deck.
Thanks, I've got 39 HP. It's crying.
Grilled off.
The reaction goes off in response to being damaged by a creature.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
Grilled off, sir.
Yes.
I'll tweet at Crawford.
I will hold a 4-star.
Alright. Right. Use your 4-star as they all begin to land on the deck.
Can I have a description of what they're wearing, etc.?
Alright, yep. Give me a second. I'm trying to click them because the ship is in the way, apparently.
Yeah, did they visit the stripper's boat first? What are they wearing?
Okay, is that metal armor or
It
is
is a breastplate.
that... Okay.
So one lands here, one lands over there. Next to Darioso, one lands next to Gwendef, one lands next to Xerxil, another next to...
One next to me.
Alright.
That's whichever one
I
is
just
closest.
grappled.
Sorry, what was that, Grodor?
Whichever one is closest to me.
Alright, so north or south is basically...
Let's go north.
Yeah, okay.
So that's 20 for 23.
Yep. They both hit, it hits even at disadvantage. So which one gets hit, sorry?
The north one. Why would I have disadvantage?
They are... Oh no, they've been using Step of the Wind as they fall.
Does that give me disadvantage by default, or?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's bonus action.
Ah, okay.
Then a key point, get all attacks at you at disadvantage.
Okay, fair enough.
And then they land, and the 4-star hits him anyway, not that it matters, you got 19.
Mm-hmm.
And smacks clean through him, and then he goes to attack you with his claws. Dents is like snaps one of his claws on your armor. Hits you for 13 piercing.
Okay.
And can you make a con save?
Maybe. My cat cuts off my keyboard.
Huh.
Yeah, you're fine. You are you are not stunned. The one to the north tries to flank with his teammate. Moves in and goes for an attack against you. First one you manage to parry away with your shield. The next one comes in. Oh my god, 2 1s in a row. What the fuck? Yeah, you just managed to block. That ends his go. The one next to you, Macro. The 2 either side of you. Just go to lay in on you.
Which one did I grapple?
Yes, you need to... Yeah, the one to the south.
Right, so yeah, 28 athletics he needs to beat. Or acrobatics, whatever he fancies.
Oh, 27. Fuck's sake.
Grapple, bitch.
Alright, and then it goes in for the attack using its claws.
Mm-hmm.
First one actually misses.
Okay.
Second one looks like it's going to hit.
I can't do anything about it.
Can you make it-
I can use my reaction to make sure it definitely does hit, and then bolt him back. Got
Alright.
I could do that.
All right, can you make a con save as well? You can't use reckless on this attack.
No,
that's your feat. Yeah. All right, so you pass the stun, but take 12 piercing.
No, that's the other reckless. It's not a reckless attack. It's just called reckless.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I'll go life hammer. 18.
He uncannily dodges.
You do that.
That's a bullshit ability.
Yep. Also, can you take the 12 piercing?
Uh-huh.
And at that moment, next to you, the gunshots go off as your crew begin firing at him. One of the pistol bullets strikes into the one that's about to attack Xerxil, dealing some damage to it. However, the one flanking you, Curtis Macro, goes in for another attack. Hits you for 14 piercing. Can you make a con save?
I feel like this con save's going to be filth.
Yep. No, you pass.
Not funny, the idea of getting fucking stunned.
Gwendef, you're about to be struck. It looks like it's about to hit. Anything you can do? Alright, so you hit for a total of 25 piercing. Can you make a con save?
I can make a con save. I am a dwarf. But I'm afraid this is not poison. Oh, look at me.
Yep, you are not stunned. Shit. Alright, so it's 1, 2. Xerxil, the one next to you, is going to go in to attack you. Even when you are stunned, it misses its first attack as one of the crew gets in the way.
Nice.
The next one hits for 16 piercing.
Cool. Does Spook get to attack?
Does he go on your initiative or his own?
Mine.
Alright, so it'll be on your turn. Oh no, you held an action, didn't you?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, so he does.
I told him to defend me.
Defend me, Squire.
Nope, he goes to swing for the Eagle Inquisitor and misses.
Has Liam's webcam fucked for everyone?
No.
Nope.
I'll just quickly... That has fixed it.
Alright, so Gwendef, you're up.
Can I stand on this spot?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I Zephyr Strike and get to this spot.
Yeah, you put your foot up against the back of the prow, begin firing in.
Yes, the Zephyr Strike. Oh, this better hit for once. And I'm gonna Dragon Slayer this bitch.
Alright, cool.
Oh no, that's just a 10.
Misses.
What a waste of this 8 force damage.
It's actually not a 10, it's an 8.
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't have advantage.
Nope.
Oh, screw this dude. I longbow him.
Well, that's a hit. It hits him in the kneecap, and he kind of buckles slightly.
And
Is this guy?
I end my turn.
Alright. Darioso goes... and draws the Seedbane sword as he rages. And just goes for an attack against the one fighting Gwendef. Oh my god. Clocks it in the chest, and as it bends back, looking surprised, he left hooks it, smacks to the pommel into its eye, picks it up by its leg, and does the move from Soul Calibur that Nightmare does, and just flicks it up in the air, and then before it can hit the ground, slams the big seed sword down on its chest. It is now prone, and didn't take much damage, but it took 30 damage.
Jesus.
Macro.
I'll get really angry whilst I'm holding on to this one to the south. And then I'll kick him dead hard in the leg and try and knock him prone.
Okay.
It's 28.
Yep, kick him in the leg and he falls prone. Whoa, wait. I haven't rolled actually. Yeah, 27 again. What the hell?
And then I'll grab the one behind me as well, actually. With my spare hand.
Okay.
28? Jesus Christ. Roll
So
27.
if I roll 27, 23.
Right, so this one's grappled and prone, that one's grappled. That's the end of my go.
Alright. Oh, Chester Decker.
Oh yeah, I'm still Chester Decker. I keep forgetting. Well, there's now people here, and I would like to. Wait, how does Pin the Tail on the Donkey work? Is it every creature I want, or is it just any creature?
It's a fairy fire.
Yeah, but does it affect people I want or affect people I don't want as well?
It affects everyone.
Everyone. Is that 20-foot square that... Fuck me. I guess he places it so this one and this one are in it.
Okay.
Maybe we should try and get Macra as well. He seems to like that.
Okay, so what's the DC, Adrian, on Chester?
16.
I don't think it matters about getting me and Darioso in it as well, remember. We're going to be a disadvantage anyway, so maybe you
Okay.
can get that one.
Dariosa wouldn't have done anything, I think.
So they both managed to dodge?
Well, they both managed to dodge. And then he turns to Dariosa and just and says, Dariosa, maybe try a smaller weapon.
That's the perfect explanatory line as well. Okay, so...
Yeah, it's his turn.
Alright, so Wave Cleaver goes, Yo! Draws his scimitar and dagger and charges at the one fighting Grildar. He uses the short sword +2 that Grildar, one of you, gave him.
Investments.
He critically strikes!
Oh, look at George go.
He draws in with the short sword +2 and it's parried away by the claws, and then as it's being spun around, just shoves it straight in the chest of the one fighting Grildar, brings his dagger up and cuts across the face of it. Alright. Critical damage for 9. And then uses... Huh?
Critical for 9?
Yeah, he rolled a 1 for his extra damage.
Aww.
I know. And then he uses a bonus action to disengage and move back to where he was. Xerxil, you are not stunned. You were stunned 2 initiative points, unstunned 2 initiative points ago.
Get him! Stick him! Let's just ruin him.
He is ruined. Which means that's a hit, even at disadvantage. Alright. You see parts of his feathers rot, fall off, burst away.
Cool.
On initiative count 20, can Grildar, Chester, Wave Cleaver, and the 2 eagles make dexterity saving throws?
Oh, it's a mortar hit. Ooh.
Alright, one of the eagles failed.
Well, that's just failing.
17,
That's a pass.
I think.
Sorry, did I say Gwendif?
No, that's Chester.
Oh, got it. Yep. Alright, so, Wave Cleaver got a 24. Alright, so Chester and Grildar. What did you get, Grildar?
It depends if it's a spell or not. I don't know what
It's
you want
not
to
a
do with the
spell.
spell resistance. Ah, that's so lame.
It's a cannon!
It's like getting shot by a gun. I'm immune to magic. So you never see guns in Harry Potter. What would Voldemort
I don't think
have done?
I've been able to use the Mantle of Spell Resistance once against a spell so far.
Oh, yeah, because we turned the only spellcaster we faced into a baby and drowned him.
Alright, you were lucky I rolled terrible on that Mortar Strike. It hits the deck, bursts through, you hear Frank beneath go, ah! And you take 16 bludgeoning damage if you fail to save and throw 50.
I do have resistance to fire, so...
It's not fire, it's bludgeoning.
What?
It's shrapnel and shit, just... It is bludgeoning.
Shit, sorry.
I mean, 16 isn't that bad. That's nothing.
I know. Chester takes the full brunt, and so does Grildar. However, Wave Cleaver manages to successfully evade. From beneath the hole now appearing in the deck beneath you, Grildar, you see a burst of radiant flame go to attack, launch towards the eagle. But he managed to dodge out the way. It is your turn, Grildar.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this one next to me can go and get fucked.
Yeah. That hits. 18 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And can't take reactions.
Well, shit. Yeah, that does suck.
That's me.
Alright. That same eagle goes to...
You know the bare-chested crew members we've got, are they on the initiative?
Yeah, and they're missing.
Oh, right, okay.
Continuously.
Are they the ones we've got?
With their +3, they're all missing. No.
A pin the fuck is the floor for them as well.
Yeah, well, when it comes to their turn on initiative count 11, I'll roll for them again.
Oh,
We did have-
to be fair.
Where's our archer? Where's our elven archer?
Down, well, Kaiser, you haven't seen him on deck yet. Remember the I'm not paid to fight thing?
He's very dedicated to that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
getting paid to get fucking murdered by God King's men in a minute.
oh fuck! All right, so they go. This one flails on Grildar after being electric shock. He manages to block both blows. It uses a key point to use flurry of blows instead of its patient defense. Sorry, it's not step of the wind. I meant patient defense continuously. I've been using that. Ugh.
That is fair.
Yeah.
Who even knows what monks do?
And as usual, Grildar manages to defend and deflect all of them. However, the one behind him goes for an attack. Fuck. Fucking. And then flurry of blows. Right. Can you make a con save? Because one finally hit. You take 12 piercing damage as a flail of claws comes at you. 8 attacks and only 1 hit. Yep. But you take 12 piercing damage.
Yeah, I see Groller's looking a little bit wounded there.
Alright, so Xerxil,
Yes.
the one attacking you, goes for another attack. Critically strikes you for 19 piercing.
Also,
Oh.
No, we are fighting birds, not cats.
It
Can we have
passes
some
the
proper
same.
ambient noise? What the fuck?
Yeah, give it attention. This thing decides to flurry of blows you, Xerxil. Hits you again for 11. But then turns to the crew member, harassing it. Kills him in 1 hit, cuts his throat. Bounces upon its corpse over to here. And then goes to attack the other crew member.
We are really bad employers.
And grabs his guts, spins him round, then throws him across the deck. He smacks into the balustrade and goes overboard.
Oh, this is bad for morale.
Every time I go to Susan, I was like, oh, they're not
This
gonna like
Inquisitor
that.
tries to run away from Darioso, uses patient defense as he tries to run away. However, Darioso quickly strikes him, cutting his head off. There's that. Fucking hell. The other one here flies in to Gwendeth. Gwendeth, you make a con save.
Can I?
Yes, I know you can.
Yep,
You pass, you take 13 piercing.
that's fine. It's really on top of her save game the last few sessions.
Then he flails out, and you take an additional 23 piercing, as he begins hacking at you with his claws. Gwendeth.
Well, I still have the effects of Zephyr Strike on me,
Mm-hmm.
so I am skedaddling around him, taking my place next to Darioso, and then I'm going to Zephyr Strike,
Are you?
which is a rarely used spell. And I'm gonna shoot the man.
Well, the one that just hit you.
Wait, no, I'm gonna shoot Darioso. Yeah, the one. that
Okay,
hit me.
fair enough. There's plenty of Eagle Inquisitors on board.
That's a 21
That's a hit.
for 25 total.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna hit the man again
Arrow hits him clean in the gut. Ah,
for another 22.
he flurry of blow, didn't he? So that's a definite hit. Nice. First arrow goes straight through his gut like a shotgun blast. Comes out the back. Second embeds deep into his groin. All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's me.
All right.
anything else. That's 42 damage.
All right, so
That's 47 damage.
Darioso runs over to this one to help Makra, swings, misses, and then cracks the one to the north with the Seedbane sword. Slices across the skull.
Disadvantage. Oh, fuck's sake.
What was that?
This is the one with advantage, and then it's the normal one.
Yeah. All right.
It's like we have a second Hugh on board.
Alright, so Makra.
I'll try to. They're both are still grappled, aren't they?
Yep.
Top one didn't escape. I'll then knock the north one prone. 27. Maybe first time I rolled 28 in a while.
Alright, I'm just minusing some damage on the one as the crew begin stabbing the one on the ground.
27 on the north one.
21, so yeah, you...
Sound, and then now they're both just not prone, and now I realise both my hands are full. I'm just going to start repeatedly just like slamming them both into the deck.
You can make a unarmed attack against either or. You can't make it against both, I'm afraid. Unless you use a bonus action.
I used one to beat the other one to death then.
I mean, sorry, but that's them the rules.
And you don't have Tavern Brawler.
I'll just roll a d20. I'll just roll a strength check.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Add 3 to that.
Yeah, so you smash the prone one to the ground.
How much damage for?
What's your strength modifier?
+5.
Alright, cool. Yeah, so you crack his skull against the base of the ship.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's the end of my go.
Makra. Chester, sorry.
Haha, that's me. And he looks at this one right next to him and says, "Sadly, I don't have any bird feed on me." And that's it. That's his.
Does he not do? Is that like a? What have you used?
That's a crumple assault.
Oh, that's good damage.
Yeah, and it hits.
It does.
The bird's like, fucking hell, I was really hungry actually.
Wait.
Then he looks at Makra and he says, "Makra, have you tried using a weapon?"
Holy shit. Okay, so after you've said that,
is that even bardic inspiration, or are you just throwing abuse?
No, I'm giving you bardic inspiration.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Wavecleaver dives behind Chester, comes out behind him, throws the dagger towards the one that Grildar's fighting to the north. It hits him in the stomach, and as he goes to grab it, he grabs the back of the eagle's feathers, wrestles with him a bit, shoves the short sword up underneath his jaw with a crunch, and then pushes it slowly up till it pops out the top of his skull, rips it free, and pushes the guy overboard.
Since when was Wavecleaver a badass? He's been a funny since then before now.
Well, he rolled high. He rolled a 22, a 19, and a 20 crit.
Maybe, he had a one night stand on that island.
And then he moves down here and says, "Groda, you got this!" And moves down to help Zertsil. Zertsil, you're up.
Groda, what about me? Says Chester Decker.
I will help Spook.
Okay.
So that's a 20.
On the one here?
Just above him, yeah.
Yep, that's a hit.
Cool.
Alright, anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Grildar, you're up. You're muted.
Also, yep. I will repeat what I did before and shocking grasp this guy.
Alright, so he goes to the one.
17.
He goes to the one to the south, and yes, 17 is his AC. You hit. So 9 damage, yeah?
Yep, that was a poor roll.
Anything else?
Start moving over there, that's it.
Okay. That one that you just shocked is going to... I can't use a reaction. No, it's just going to claw at you. Misses on the first strike as you block it. The second one, however, hits for 10 piercing.
Okay.
Can you make a con save?
Yep. 17.
Yeah, and decides to flurry of blows, and that would be his last key point. It hits with both for a total of 28 piercing.
I'm down.
Alright, so Grildo goes
Oh
down.
my god, you are down? That hasn't happened since the spider.
It's been a while, yeah.
If ever. I don't know if I can't ever remember you going down before now.
I was considering, like, should I dodge or not? And then I was like, nah.
That would have made all the difference. Okay, so Xerxil. Fuck me. You actually managed to dodge the first claw as it comes in. However, the second hits you for 12.
Okay.
And then it uses its Step of the Wind and begins to fly.
Do that first.
Fuck! Passes, taking 12. And then begins to fly out over here. This one flies up to Gwendef. Goes to 2 claw attacks. One pathetic just falls flat against your armor. Next one hits for 16 piercing.
That's fine, I'm still standing.
And can you make a con save?
Oh, that's just bad. It's bad, come on, lady luck. 15?
Yeah, you pass.
Yes!
And then you get flurries of blows for another 12 piercing.
I am still standing. With 3 hit points.
Gwendef, it's your turn.
Well, I am still Zephyr Striked, so I'm gonna move just a few squares away from this insane bird person. Like here. Like next to this dude.
Yep.
Who's not standing properly on a tile.
I'm sorry.
And then I'm gonna... This is Chester's sheet. Then I'm gonna mark that dude with Slayer Spray, and I'm gonna shoot him twice.
Alright.
The one that hit me. In case
Yep.
that was.
And just as you shoot, pistols go off around you, shooting him as well.
What is going on?
One seems to hit.
I don't have advantage, though.
Nope, so 13 to 13. They both miss. Go wide.
Oh my god.
You are bleeding from about 8 different lacerations. Your bowstring slick with blood. You are unable to aim properly.
The one turn I don't Zephyr Strike. I should have just Zephyr Strike. I end my turn, yeah.
Yeah, Dariosa goes for the prone one. Hits twice.
They're both prone, but
14. Doesn't manage to kill it, but does do a good chunk of damage. He brings the Seedbane sword up, stabs it into the thing you're holding down. You see it's going clean through the stomach, and he brings his hand up and just thumps down on the sword, piercing several feet down through it, and then rips it through. Yeah, this is the south one, yeah. Alright, Macro, your turn.
The south one, I'm gonna Gary's wing and try and break it over my knee.
Alright, make the same attack you did last time. Yeah, you managed to bring it up, bend it round your ankle and pull.
Fuck off. And it's just gonna be 6 damage then 6. It's 1 plus my strength mod.
Yep.
Sound. That's me done.
Alright.
What about your rage bonus?
He's not raging.
I am. I raged ages ago. I'm just not very big.
I didn't know
should be getting a rage bonus. So yeah, I should be getting 1 plus 1 d4 to that.
No worries, Curtis. I get a lot of spam emails that tell me if you're not very big, you can get bigger.
Yep, and you managed to bend his wing back, breaking part of his back, and you hit. Gah!
You bastard.
That's
it, my go.
Yeah, and I forgot to do those Inquisitors goes, so they actually will take their go now.
Oh, do I get 2 attacks actually if I'm doing that still? I guess I do, don't I?
Yeah.
Let's do another one.
Before you do, just say that you took a total of 7 piercing damage in the turn before.
Is that after reduction?
Yeah, so this would have been before. So actually, no, it's a total of 7. Yeah, it's a total of 14.
14 after reduction, yeah.
Yeah, after reduction. And now you can make that second attack.
And...
which misses.
Why am I not recklessing shit? I'm a fucking idiot. Never mind.
You already have it.
Oh, it was a grapple. This is kind of like, oh no, yeah, I'm just making it sound like a grapple. It's not, it was just an attack. I'm an idiot, never mind. Oh no, I've got advantage on attack because he's pinned. Ha!
That's what I said.
25.
Yep. So, yep, and then you break his back.
Is he dead?
Yep.
Get it. I just rip his wings off.
And as you kill his ally, the one behind you shoves 2 claws in you for a total of 10. Can you make a con save?
He's still hitting with disadvantage, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I need a con save. And then I need to use my reaction to him.
Alright.
Oh, I've not got a weapon.
You now have a spare hand.
I'll just bludgeon him. I'll just nut him again.
Alright.
Oh, get in.
Nice.
Do you get extra? You just get an extra point of damage if you crit on
No,
anyone.
you get to roll 2d4 though.
Oh, right, yeah, I do on my rage damage. Oh, I don't think I've been doing that. To be fair, I don't think I've rolled too many crits, but I should be doing that more often.
Can you get a flat rage
my
bonus
God.
as well for damage?
Yeah, he should be getting an extra 2 or 3.
That's what I thought.
Oh, yeah, I get 1d4 plus another 1 or 2, don't I?
Yeah, which I've calculated it's free.
Ah, right, okay.
Alright, so Chester.
Aha! Grilda, my friend! Watch out for the hands! And then he restores some hit points at 4th level. Let's see. Where is it? Cure. That's flute. It's the sensual massage. I keep forgetting.
So, sensual massage.
So good. That's a... Wow.
That's a good one.
Is it?
No.
Does it look good for 4th level?
Who's
You have
that?
18 hit points. That's on Grilda.
Alright, so Grilda has 18 hit points.
And then he looks at Grilda and says, "You know, maybe if you stopped using magic and started using hammers like other dwarfs, you wouldn't go down so much." And you get bardic inspiration.
I still have one.
You didn't use yours. Okay, then he looks at Makra.
I've already got one still.
Start using them, you fuckers.
I don't need to. I've been hitting all the time.
Gwendeth, maybe try to not kill all of our crewmates. And then I'm gonna give one to Gwendeth.
Alright.
And he's down to 1 die. End his turn.
Alright, so Wave Cleaver sees the one go out to fly out away from Spook and he's like, shit! Bounds over here. And goes to attack this one. Fucking go! Fuck Wave Cleaver, what the hell? As he runs forward, he brings another dagger out, throws it, and it hits the Inquisitor on the foot, and the foot, and before he finishes him off, he cuts that one leg he's hopping on off. Before he can fall, he grabs the wing and throws him over deck. He rolled another crit!
What happened to Wave Clear? What's going on?
He's normally shit, honestly. He's only got +5 to hit. I don't know why he's critting like crazy. Throws this one over deck.
I keep telling you, man on love. Just gotta fear him.
Alright, Xerxil.
I'll whip that at the one that flew off the edge of the ship.
Fucking... It's overkill. Passes, takes 14, right?
Yeah.
Well, fuck. That means I got 1 hit point. That was...
Then I'll send Spook to finish
Shit,
the job,
shit.
hopefully.
And Spook grabs hold of him, and Pile drives him into the water.
Yeah. You may say it's overkill, but I need that temporary HP, so...
One moment. Macro. You'll hear you kind of see it before you'll hear it. Something hits Macro, clean in the chest. Can you make a strength saving throw?
Oh.
And then you hear.
Oh, I just did that to self. Do I get advantage on that because I'm raging?
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah, 21.
You pass by 1. A arcanely enlarged cannonball strikes you clean in the chest.
Oh,
that is a mage waiting to cast Enlarge as a cannonball is fired. Smacks you clean in the chest. You take half damage from this.
I still think I'm going to die. The fact that I've been hit by a giant cannonball.
Well, no, I'm going to roll the d4s in a minute. Just give me a sec.
Alright, okay. Doesn't bode particularly well.
So yeah, you take half of 40, so 20 bludgeoning damage.
No, that's reasonable. I can take that. I just fucking wear it. It's like someone's just shot at me dead hard and I'm in goal. I'm just like, ugh. Bit winded.
Yep, Grildar.
Yep. Same again.
You stand up, I'm assuming?
Well, it's quite close down here on the deck, but yes.
Okay, fair enough. Ouch. Yep. You just shock the one trying to kill you. Anything else from you?
Nope.
Alright, the Inquisitor goes to attack you back. It's out of key points this time, though. Oh my god, how many botches? Yeah, and strikes you on the ground, like, as you try to get up. Like, one of the claw, you manage to parry away, and the other one, it gets underneath your helm and just scratches across your neck for 14.
Okay.
The one fighting Macra goes for 1 against him. Hits you, Macra, for... I'm halving them for you for 7 piercing.
And I'll... I can't use fucking free item interaction, pick my weapon back up yet. I'll just stamp on his throat.
Well, it's not... Oh, yeah, for your, your reaction. Okay.
Oh, fuck's sake, I started set itself.
Curve stomp. I like it. Cool. Yeah, that hits.
Do I get -2 to damage when we summon sickness, or is it just
No,
2 to attack?
just to attack.
2 to attack.
Alright, and then you, from Flurry of Blows, you take an additional 9 piercing.
9 piercing, yeah. So I need to make a con save.
It's not, no.
No.
I'm not using, I'm saving it. It's only got, that one's only got 1 left.
Alright.
So there's literally only 2 left.
I imagine we're still moving in the water quite.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you
Dario.
skip me?
Did I? Sorry, sir. Yeah, you'll go.
This one's prone, yeah?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
In that case, I'm gonna move here and shoot this one.
Alrighty.
I'm actually gonna mark this one as Slayer Spray. On longbow it. Wise. 19 and the 12.
The 19 hits.
Where's Slayer Spray damage? That is another 5.
Yep. Arrow hits it clean in the chest as it's clawing at Grildar. Grildar weathering its blows, bleeding from multiple protrusions, wounds and slashes, gouges.
And now you can make Darioso do his thing.
Yep. Darioso stabs the guy on the ground. Does his usual, thumps the blade down onto his chest. Let me work that out. It's barely alive. Alright, Macro.
I make it very not alive. I use my free item interaction to pick my Goliath hammer back up and bring it down on top of its head. It's 25.
25, yeah. Explodes it like a fallen melon.
Get in. Chester, that cannonball really hurt. And then, can I get past any of these, you reckon? Is the ship actually only this big?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me, this is to scale. This is a tiny ship. Oh, were they actually up there then?
Yeah, it's their turn now. They're moving up.
Right, I haven't finished my turn. I wanted to move up towards him, but...
Okay, go ahead.
I guess I can't ready an action. You can't ready an action to move, can you, if I would use the attack action? Could I get past them? How much movement does it take to get past them if they were still by me?
Like, double.
Double, so then it'd be...
Well, you're moving on the same initiative, and they've got more dex than you, so technically they would have gone first.
Oh, okay, so they've moved up there. That makes
Yeah.
life dead easy. Then I'll just run up here and swing over Chester at this guy.
Yeah, and you notice that Grodor, right in front of you, as you're trying to fend off this guy, one of the pirate moves round and gets an amazing sneak attack, like a kidney shot, stabs his dagger into one, and then brings the scimitar up and cuts a gouge across his throat. That's one of the crew critical.
13's a miss. That's the end of my go.
Alright. Chester. That's you, Adrian.
I'm still Chester. Yeah, I'm sorry. Chester gets out his krill rapier.
Krill?
Quill and attempts to steal the kill.
Oh, does he?
Nope.
Ah, no. It's easily parted and pushed away.
Aha! I can't win them all! And it's his turn.
Well, not unless you're Chester Decker.
Alright, so Wave Cleaver takes a step up to
Scourge
the
of the Seven Seas.
and says, Keep your eyes on the horizon. Cannon shots be coming. Alright, Xerxil.
Is it just that one left?
It looks like it, yeah.
I'll get Spook over there. I guess I'll go up next to him and aid him.
Alright.
Spooky spook.
Alright, it hits, and the thing's faltering.
Cool. That's me.
Alright. Out of that
Do you
moment,
use the help action? Do we all get advantage? Is it just
No,
just spook?
just whoever you help.
Ah, right, okay.
A sacred blast comes from beneath deck from Frank, but misses. At that moment, as you're defending Grilda, you're lucky. You bring your shield up to fend off this thing, and you see it ping as a bullet ricochets off your shield.
Nice.
The sharpshooter missed. Right, Grilda, your turn.
I will do the dodge.
Ooh,
He does the dwarfy dodge.
nice.
God, dodging abilities, Ace.
Right, so the first blow comes towards you, Grildar, to test your defenses, and he sees that you're bundling up like a fortification.
Mm-hmm.
Then spins his second offhand attack towards Chester, hits Chester for 14 piercing,
Rude.
and then uses an actual offhand attack against. It's going for Chester again. It crits. Minus the 5, so 14.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And then resigns itself to the inevitable doom that comes its way. Gwendeth.
That's it. This is definitely something to see on Deviants. All this is.
Hello, I am the inevitable doom, and I'm going to Zephyr Strike.
Mm-hmm.
Since that one is already Slayer's Parade. No.
That one misses, ricochets off his breastplate,
Yeah, that one definitely.
and then that one hits it in the forehead, and it sinks to its knees and slides into the death. The
Everyone,
inevitable
whenever
does.
you get the killing blow, you always say it hits the head.
Yeah, that's why I just did it for you.
Oh, I see. I see how this is.
Right, 2 crew members are dead.
How many have we got left at this point?
13.
Jesus Christ, we're running low.
But you know who's still alive? The elf who costs the most money.
Yeah, don't drown that cunt.
Alright, I'm going to quickly edit the character sheet to represent.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Well, we do have one of their corpses, right? So we could.
You have
bring
multiple
them back.
corpses. Alright, so what's the plan here? Your ship begins immediately doing the 90-degree turn. 90-degree turn that Grildar has been initiating while you were fighting. And at that moment, the mortars begin going wide. But every, minute or so, they don't fire them continuously. And you notice that the sharpshooter's bullets ring out, but you don't hear the whiz of the bullets or the impact of them. And you seem to be at maybe an hour later, you see the sails begin to disappear on the horizon.
Good.
One moment. Yep, they are exhausted. And eventually, a few hours later, as the evening begins to set in, you guys have all had a short rest. You all begin to feel a lot calmer as you realise that you're no longer being... Well, you are being followed, but they're nowhere. You are outpacing them.
Just roll 48 as well. Should let me do 5. Why can't I do more than 3 at once?
Can I point out something?
I can do 4 at once. I've got 8 to spend.
I'm going to point out something. Before this, right, just before we rolled for the random event, Adrian said, what could possibly go wrong? My random events are always good. And then rolls the Reaper catches up.
Yeah, that's an issue.
I said, let me roll some proper random events. And,
What was a proper one?
this was a
And
proper one.
Finally, we have got Curtis's. We don't have any sea battles. Oh, we haven't had a ship battle yet.
Hey, so yeah, I know we had the first ship-on-ship combat we've had, and we've just fucking run away from it. Run away! I guess if you could have called the brothel ship a sea battle. It was more of a battle of commerce. And
Okay, so this is your... As the morning comes through, you guys are exhausted from battle, and the night and everyone begins to eat, and everyone says their prayers and their funeral rites for the fallen crew members. Land does appear on the horizon.
Land ho! And that's not like the ship ho. It's
Are you guys heading towards the Artenian lands, or are you going to then stick to the coast and continue towards Phobos?
sticks to the shallow water, I imagine, and then keep going to Phobos.
Yep.
Okay. So you pass by the beautiful landscape of the Artenian Valley lands. You passed through the northern part a long time ago on your way to Phoebo, and you can see the idyllic valleys and the villages nestled among them. You can see the small fishing boats like bobbing in the waves, and you hear the cry of the gulls and the smell of the salt wind as it strikes against and the mountainside here and begins to cascade down from the hills. But you begin later that day passing past rocky kind of coastline, chalk cliff sides rising high, and then on to your right, off of the deck, you see a vast swampland clinging to a hilly, river-bound kind of mountainous region. All of the plant life just rising high. All of the trees become giant, kind of like willows, and you can smell the kind of sulfuric smell as it flows off into the river here, and the waters begin to turn a dark, dingy, deep green colour. And in fact, it smells quite like home to Xerxil, as this scent begins to waft the miles out to sea where you guys are. And as you begin travelling through the Phobos swamps, or past the Phobos swamps, we are actually going to end this week's session here and continue on with our approach to Phobos in 2 weeks' time.
All right.